everyone, this is Sleakozzy here, and welcome back, guys, to another video. Today I have some news regarding items and weapons in Fortnite Battle Royale. If you guys are hyped for this video, please do show support by leaving a like, and if you're new here, then drop a subscribe on the channel to keep up to date with all the Fortnite content I'm going to be pushing out, because there's a lot of news, a lot of changes, and a lot of content that's been released into Fortnite Battle Royale recently, and it's absolutely amazing. Now, this video ties in with the previous video I uploaded today. I'll put a link on screen and in the description right now, like the thumbnail on screen. It's regarding some of the new weapons that are going to be added into Fortnite Battle Royale very soon. And with that, we can expect at some point for a few weapons to be removed out of the game. That is how it is. That's how it has been with one other item and a couple of other items. One being, you know, way back in, like, I think last year, the ceiling trap got removed and replaced with the spike trap, and more recently, when the Desert Eagle came out, the submachine gun got removed out of the game and put into the weapons vault. Now, we are expecting a few more items and weapons to be replaced and removed out of the game in place of new ones. The one more notably is the smoke grenade in one of the Epic Games' most recent dev streams, talking about the new items and weapons and updates coming to Battle Royale. They stated that not many people use the smoke bomb. People don't really use it as they intended it to be used. It's not really that widely used in terms of like combat strategy and advantage. It's still used in some cases to get away from people, but it's not what they wanted. I'll put a link to that if I can find it in the description down below. I did watch it a couple of days ago, but if I can find it for you guys, I will link it so you can watch that entire thing. So the reason why the smoke grenade is being removed is because of the new stink bomb. Now, if you guys don't know, a stink bomb is being released into the game, and I'll try and like show you a little bit about what the stink bomb is. I'll put an image of it on screen right now and give you a little explanation as to what this stink bomb is. So it's basically, the description is, hurls a grenade that unleashes a cloud of poison. So I'm guessing this is a damage over time effect, like the shield is. Not the shield, the storm. If you're inside the storm, over time you take damage, your health dwindles away. So I'm guessing it's going to be like that with the stink bomb. If you're in the area of effect of the stink bomb, you're going to be taking continuous damage over time until you either die or the stink bomb effect wears off. Now, this is an amazing change. Definitely a lot more effective than the smoke bomb. People are going to be using it this to trap people, to snuff people out of houses if they're hiding inside. They just lob stink bombs in there to kill them, or to you know, clear them out of houses, you know, clear out the rat infestation. So that is one thing that will be removed, the smoke grenade for the stink bomb. Now, more notably, what we're going to be talking about is some of the new weapons, as you guys saw, or if not, obviously, link in the description down below to my previous video looking at some of the new weapons that will be released into Fortnite Battle Royale, a couple of which might actually replace current weapons in the game. Now, we're going to be talking about that right now, and I will be discussing that with you, because this is going to be more of a talkative video. I'll try and see if I can put images on screen to help you guys understand what I'm talking about and where I'm going with this. But the first weapon that I would like to talk about in regards to replacing or putting things into the vault is the crossbow, or more specifically the explosive crossbow. I'll put an image of it on screen right now so you can see what this looks like. Some of you guys that have seen my previous video obviously know all this stuff and what this weapon does. It's a crossbow with an explosive tip, and it's an epic variant of the crossbow. The crossbow in the game right now, the standard one, isn't used as much. It's not widely used. Not many people pick it up. It's mainly ignored as an item. So, you know, replacing the current crossbow with an explosive tip version of that crossbow might be a good way to get people to pick that weapon up and start using it. Now, whether it's going to have infinite ammo like the current crossbow does, we don't know. I said in the video before that I would like it to have the same ammo type as the grenade launchers and the RPG to make it fair, because it is an explosive. You can't really have infinite explosives because that would be too overpowered. So having it the same ammo type as the RPG would be a good way to balance that out. So that could be one potential item that could be replaced in the future. Another one that I looked at, which is kind of like, I think this could potentially be a thing, is the P90, the new FNP90 that we all know and love. It's such an iconic weapon. We've seen it in films, we've seen it in games. That is being added into the game as a machine pistol. Now, the current machine pistol that we have in the game is the tactical submachine gun. I don't use it. If it's the only thing I have, I'll pick it up because it's better than a pickaxe. But, you know, generally I try to go for a 3-round or an AR or a SCAR or anything like that. So I don't really tend to pick up the tactical submachine guns. But this FNP90 could replace the tactical submachine gun and make the submachine gun play more useful, because the P90 is essentially kind of like a run and gun type of weapon. Fortnite itself is very fast paced. The FNP90 is a high fire rate weapon, and it's very like versatile and mobile. So I'm guessing they'll probably replace that with take out the tactical submachine gun and put in the P90 to make submachine gun weapons more widely used, and just to balance out the entire weapons table, so people will be picking up different stuff, because it's the same old story. You pick up an AR, you pick up a SCAR, it's the same thing because they're the best things to use. But, I mean, if they're going to balance out the game and make each weapon have their own niche in what they're good at, then that'll be a much, people will be picking up a more wider range of weapons and equipment, like with the stink bomb, which is a very good addition, a very good change. So that is another one. The next one is the heavy shotgun, which is a pump action shotgun which fires a slug to medium range. So anything from short to medium range, the heavy shotgun will be very effective at killing. Now, this could potentially replace our current pump action shotgun. I'm not too sure about the tactical shotgun, because ever since they changed the mechanics of double pumping, if you don't know what that is, it's basically having 2 pump action shotguns in an inventory slot next to one another and keep rotating between them to keep a very high rate of fire going. But they nerfed that recently. They changed that, so that isn't really a thing anymore. And I mean, I still use the pump. It's a very good instigator to a close combat fight, but I think replacing that with this new heavy shotgun will be a good change and make shotguns, pump action shotguns more widely used. Still, that said, the pump action shotgun is still very powerful. It deals a lot of damage if you get it as a close ranged headshot, but it is a pellet based weapon. It doesn't do very well at medium to long range. Obviously, it's a shotgun, but this heavy shotgun is a slug based shotgun, which means the projectile is much more compact. It's much denser. It's not it's not pellets, so it can travel further before the damage starts to fall off. So we could potentially see the heavy shotgun replacing the current pump action shotgun. Now, the last noteworthy one that I want to touch upon, which was kind of a shock when I saw that this weapon could potentially be added into Battle Royale, is the no-scope bolt-action sniper rifle thing. It doesn't have a scope on it, and its cool little gimmick is that it can penetrate through multiple targets. So, as you guys know, recently we have had the addition of the hunting rifle, a no-scope bolt-action rifle, which has similar mechanics to the snipers in-game, in that the projectiles that fire out of the rifle aren't instant. They're not hit scan, they have travel time, which means that you have to aim in front of the target if they're running to hit them, which is, you have to be pretty skilled to land one of those shots. But even still, the new version, which I'll put on screen, or probably would have been on screen already, is kind of similar to the hunting rifle. And I doubt they'll have, a bolt-action sniper, a semi-automatic sniper, a hunting rifle, and then this other no-scope bolt-action hunting rifle thing. I don't think they'd have all 4, so I can see this new weapon replacing the hunting rifle, because if you guys didn't know, not that many people were too excited with the hunting rifle. People saw it, just before it came out, and were really excited that we're going to get like a no-scope hunting rifle. This is going to be amazing. It's like a rifle, but it's like bolt action, so it's going to be really powerful and all this sort of stuff. But it's not that many people pick it up. If you can place the shots and you're really good with it, then it can be effective. But I don't think in the wider player base they'll, I don't pick it up. I mean, if I see it on the floor, I just leave it. I don't want it. I'm not good with it. I've got a couple of lucky no scopes and a couple of like really fast reflex shots when I'm in a panic, but it's really unreliable. So adding this new sniper bolt action no scope rifle thing in place of the hunting rifle, I think will be a good change because it can go through multiple targets. And I mean, the only difference is it is a common drop. It's not like a green or blue variant like the hunting rifle is. It's common. It's great. It's normal. So I'm not sure how the damage is gonna. I'm not sure what type of damage that rifle is gonna output. But considering that it does go through multiple targets, I'm guessing that it's not going to be as powerful as the hunting rifle. Maybe if you get a headshot, you might be able to do a decent amount of damage. But you could potentially shoot people that are behind your initial target to try and get a double kill or a triple kill. Or, you know, that sort of stuff, like sort of stuff you'd see on Call of Duty montages about people using sniper rifles. So I can see some of the current weapons in the game being replaced with some of the new ones, which I wouldn't be totally against. I would be like all up for the heavy shotgun replacing the pump action, the P90 replacing the tactical submachine gun. It would just make the entire loot table across the board in Fortnite Battle Royale more evenly spread. A lot more of these weapons would be picked up and used because they have their uses. They have their situations where they're really effective, like the heavy shotgun, medium range. If you want to use that to instigate a fight to take off a load of health, you can do that, whereas before you wouldn't have been able to do that with a pump action shotgun. You would have had to have gotten really close to the person before you could start dealing heavy amounts of damage. Another case would be the FNP90. It's extremely accurate, high rate of fire, and it's extremely good at medium range if you fire it in controlled bursts. Something that the tactical submachine gun isn't that great at doing. The recoil and the fire rate are so high that doing any damage at medium to long range, it doesn't exist. You know, you normally swap that out for an AR if the enemy gets too far away from you. So I can definitely see, and I hope that some of these changes are implemented because that would be amazing. People will be picking up a wider variety of weapons. I will certainly myself have to make very, very important decisions as to what weapons and equipment I pick up in the future. I might have to replace a potential weapon slot with a stink bomb because it could be very useful for getting people out of houses, because obviously, you know, people, when they go inside a house, they place down a trap and they don't move, and the only way to get them out is to bombard their house with grenades and rocket launchers until the whole thing comes crumbling down. But with a stink bomb, you can throw 3 or 4 of them in there or whatever, you know, get them to explode. If the guy still wants to stay in there, that's fine, because he's going to die anyway. And as soon as he comes out, then I have the advantage, because I know where he is. He's taking the damage, and boom. So, you know, he's dead. So, another thing I'm wondering is, just a quick thing before I end, is the stink bomb, does the effect of the stink bomb affect you? If you stand in the effect of your own stink bomb, do you also take damage? I hope not, because if I'm in a close combat situation in a house and like I could just throw a stink bomb in a room, close the guy's door, and just put a ramp or a wall in front of it so he can't get out. I mean, obviously he could build his way out, but still, the stink bomb would have done its job by then, so I'm not too sure. These are kind of the things that I'd like to get your guys' opinions on, so if you have suggestions and opinions on this topic, then please do leave them in the comments down below. I'd like to get a discussion going on there about what you guys think of these changes and potential weapons being taken out of the game and being put into the vault. So that is my 2 cents on the topic. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and if you're new here, then subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with the Fortnite content that I'm going to be pushing out from now on. Fortnite, you're doing a good job with the updates. It's an amazing game, and I can't wait to bring more updates and news to you guys. So with that, my name has been Sleakozzy. You guys have been amazing, and I will see each and every one of you in my next video. Goodbye, guys.